Okay, guys, I got kicked out of the game there when trying to reconnect. Okay, we're connecting online. Let's go back to the server. Race Club UK. Server is still on. That's good. Yes, and we are back in the server. Back in the server. But now, accept. Now I don't have controls again. So I need to go back. Try and turn the garage. Let's see if we have our controls back. Turn the garage. Oh my god. Oh. Let's try it. Take this out. Take it back in. Keyboard connected. Come on. Now I don't have any controls over my camera through my keyboard anymore. So bear with me, guys. We are following Richard here. Ah, there we go. Back in control. And we are following Richard Hall here. Having some pace, also in 8th position. But as you can see, everybody is like into qualifying mode. First one who is going to cross the line is, of course, Dan Clegg, with behind him number 444 car, Pedro Barros. Let's follow Pedro on his lap with the Porsche. So we have qualifyings from all divisions. We have 15 minutes of qualifying. It is all or nothing, free for all qualifying, 15 minutes. So traffic is going to be an issue. Setting good laps, field laps, banker laps. That's going to be important here. Every lap will count. Let's hope there are not too many incidents, that we don't see too many yellow flags. Already the 56 who is yellow flag. That was Blade, and he is now into the pits. Warp back. Number 56, Blade. I see him flashing again in the corner there. Now Pedro is second to the last corner. Will he go early on the throttle to rotate? Go, go, go! Very cautious there. He had to make sure to go too wide. Take it nice and clean. And gas, Pedro. Good. Use the 4 wheels. Traction all over. Pedro Barros sitting in third. Good time. 1.1 seconds off Dan collect space, and he is now going into traffic, seeing the 56 car from Blade just driving ahead. Let's see if Blade will yield to Pedro's on his outlap, giving room to faster cars. Where is he going to do that? He is still a certain distance away that he doesn't have to do it, but it would be wise to just yield now because it's your outlap anyway and let Pedro pass. But maybe he will do it here at the end. If Pedro is fast enough, you need to be hauling ass, Pedro. You should better flash and ask him to let you pass. But you're not fast enough. Blade is outrunning you. He's gonna yield. Well done. Good decision here from Blade, the number 56 BMW. That was very good driving here. And now he can follow a faster car. There's all advantages here for Blade. So let's see if he can follow the line from Pedro, who he just let past. But if he's following that line, he's gonna be in trouble. Onward, let's see if our strategy worked. On the gas. Good. Try and keep up. Good on power. And then use the car. On the gas. Yes. See, there are a lot of advantages when you let a faster car through. That's a pro car through, but he goes too wide. He couldn't keep it. Blade on a fast lap there. Careful, careful, Blade, for traffic. And here an incident right in front of us as well, between two cars. The 81 car, it's a Ford Mustang. The 81 car from here we go. Gray. Does he have damage? He lets Richard Hall pass in front. But he too will try and optimize from using the speed of a pro. But he went off anyway, so maybe if he is close enough at the end of the lap, he can keep up. But at the moment, Richard Hall is on a fast lap there. We are now 10 minutes into qualifying, almost 9 minutes. And let's have a recap to who is momentarily P1. As expected, Dan Clegg, he is in the garage. Then we are Gallagher also in the garage. We are halfway qualifying, so they are gonna put on a new set of tires and then just head back out, just like Dan and Gallagher are doing now. Gallagher doing very good as a Pro-Am driver there, beating multiple pro drivers with his time. Gallagher setting a 33.890. That is 6/10 off Roel Hermsen's lead, who now just took pole positions with his last lap. Roel Hermsen fighting and not giving in this battle with Dan Clegg. Powerful Lexus, eh? Really a powerful Lexus. Who else do we have here? Oh, Cheetos, Freaky Fast, who was in the stream a while ago, is on fire here, taking the 17th spot, but way ahead of the pace of the other AM drivers. So amazing achievement here from Cheetos, from Kavrovic Racing Team. with the number 4 Porsche. Only 1.6 seconds off the pace from Roel Hermsen. So doing a very good job. Let's make sure we'll come back to you later. Let's see who is still also on a fast lap. Roel Hermsen. Let's see his fastest lap. He has 4 more minutes. Can he improve his lap time? But he is following Dan Clegg very strategically here from Roel. Hunting Dan, who has the pace. Oh, an incident just ahead in front of the hairpin there. That definitely affected both drivers here. That there was an incident with, I did not see, we have the number 36 car and the number 67. 36 and 67. 67 Gallagher and 36 Adinal incident there. So let's keep up with Roel, almost end of sector 2. 2 more corners to improve, and he is still hunting Dan Clegg, but will that incident in the hairpin affect his lap time here? Setting for the moment a 1:33.265. And crossing the finish line with at 33.320. Fastest time from Roel. 265. Where is that 265 then? Because it's a little bit issues here, I guess. But it's 33.265 for Roel, followed by Dan. Then we have Gallagher far ahead, like I said. Ben Godden also in the chat a while ago. Here he goes, very much in front. He was showing good pace there. He was very happy with his consistency. Oh my god. Controller disconnected. It happened again. And now we don't have this again. Oh my goodness. Ah yeah, options, you have to go options, controls, and then it goes again. Yeah, okay, now we know. But we need to turn off this wireless controller disconnecting. Controller settings. How do we take this off? Well, it's okay. Let's go back to the game. Sorry guys. 1 minute qualifying in. Had some technical issues here. But at the moment, still Roel in front. Further ahead, top 5, topped ended by Pedro Barros. Mr. McKay Burns just completed a lap and jumped to 4th position. And Sid Hall, we need those 2 in 1 sentences. Burns and Sid Hall currently in my top 10. Then we have McKay and the Pro-Ams, also with a good pace. Say a nice livery here, but these are 2 cars combined. We still have the number 15, Clemens, crossing the finish line. Can he improve? He can improve from 10th to 8th position. Lars, can he do the same? He is now in 11th. Does he improve? He stays the same. And the number 74. We still have the 66 car, Hampson, crossing the finish line in 14th position. I think Hampson will be happy. 3rd place there. Also first in the rest of the best of the rest, let us say, for the Pro-Am division here, Mr. Hampson. Nick. Okay, we have 1 minute ahead, so we are going to do a full fast overview from who is first. Dan Clegg first, he beat Roel Hermsen there in the last lap with 17 hundredths. So in front of Roel Hermsen, who has to take 2nd place. Gallagher starting P3 and completing 2nd row will be Burns with his AMG number 2. On the 3rd row we have Ben Godden, who will be happy with that position, I think. Followed by Pedro Barros in the number 44 Porsche. We see that Pedro just got bumped. Wait. So, like I said, we have Clemens, ladies and gentlemen, who bumped Gallagher, Burns, Godden, Pedro. I think he was 7th or 8th a while ago. Bumped all those guys. Takes now spot in the 2nd row with a 7.5 tenths from Dan Clegg. So, 2nd row, Gallagher, Burns, and Godden will be now in 3rd row. Pedro Barros will be flanked by McKay from the Pro-Am division in the 2nd spot there. Richard Hall, number 9, starting and ended by... Richard Hall is just above Sid Hall. That's how we'd say it. Just Richard Hall is just above Sid Hall in 10th place. Then we have Lars in P11. Chris Leich in his 47 Ford in number 12, P12, P13, Marangoni, followed by T. Ferre. Then we have Hampson from the Pro-Am division. Ferre the last in the pros, by the way. Hampson taking 3rd spot for the Pro-Ams. 15th place. Gregory 16th. Mr. Gray 17th. Mick in the BMW taking 18th spot, 1.7 seconds. Old Sim 19th place. Then we have Cheetos in 20th place. That's the first in the AM drivers. Then we have Ayres 21st, second from the AM drivers here, also surpassing some of the Pro-Ams. Barnes from the Pro-Ams 22nd, and George Margitis could not follow that pace from Cheetos and Ayres, so they are starting the row behind them. Then we have Unsworth in the top 3 starters for the AM division, starting in 24th place. Master Mark Sedgwick, BMW, with the Belgian livery in 25th place. Pritchard with the only Bentley, as always, the yellow Bentley Bird, starting in 26th position. Then followed by Jürgen Lovstrand and Nick Lamming. Lamming also. Jürgen last in the Pro-Ams, by the way, not finding pace or maybe invalidating a lap. Who will know? We will have to check maybe his stream or his replays for that. Then we have Nick in 28th place, followed by Hart. Spike doing good and being one of the front runners in the AM division now, putting in a lot of energy and a lot of dedication into sim racing. He has also his race channel. Check it out. Spike Hart GT, I think it is. Definitely go check him out as well and give him a like and a subscribe, because that guy really commits 32 Racing as well. In 30th place, we have Griffin with the 33 Ferrari. 31st position, Felix, followed by Hounslow in 32nd, and Blade in 33rd position. B. Foster, Ben Bram, Bodie. Foster from Highland Racing, 34th position, followed by Demi from the AD68 Racing team in 35th spot. Then we have our sponsor Bella Mancia. He was busy too much battering up buildings and rebuilding. Then he had time to put some practice in, I'm guessing. Starting in the second to the last spot, and also Proston with his Ferrari not finding the pace that they want.
20 seconds.
We are off, ladies and gentlemen. 16 seconds and we will have formation lap. We have Dan Clegg starting here. There we go. There we go. That was the whole grid, everybody. Dan setting the pace. Ooh, we have a rule here. Maybe trying to work a psychological game here. Showing he wants to be first. But Dan just cruising, warming his tires. Doing it just the way that he wants to do it. Nice pack. Trying to show a lot of drivers here tonight. It is going to be a very tight track, especially here. Alton Park, we have 37 drivers from 3 divisions on a very tight and bumpy track. A lot of racers were not looking forward to this evening, but they will have to do. They are going for it. A full grid, ladies and gentlemen, 37 drivers. Let's hope everybody stays clean. No, not again. Okay, we need to go back. Number 1.
Green light, green light.
Let's go. Taking a tight track. We have an incident here. We have an incident. Who is involved in the incident? We do not see. We have Dan also involved in the incident, or is it Ben? Richard going off. Coming back in. We have the number 11 car back behind. And in front, Chris Clements. There was an incident behind, I guess. Oh no. Still Dan in front. ACC is doing me again. But still we are here. Dan leading ahead, followed by Roel Hermsen. Pedro going off now, got spun there, I think. We have Burns, who is taking 4th position, followed by McCabe, nicely tucked in there, battling for podium, or going for podium. Already a gap here, Burns not be able to follow the pace, but that's because there was an incident behind with maybe Gallagher and Pedro Barros. Or so far, we still have the number 21 car incident. George going off the track. Let's hope he has a good and safe rejoin. Back to the back now, and the number 87 car, Nick Lemming, also goes wide, goes around, overshooting some corners here also. Careful for the rejoin, and we are back. Go, but he has damage, so he is taking a pit stop. Back to the front of the pack, we have here Pedro following very close by to Ferry, but this is a train going here. Train going. Lars, Sid Hall, Richard Hall, all the way up to McKay and Burns actually, so Burns holding up the entire pack here, stretching a little bit his legs now to McKay. But Dan and Roel are still pounding through. 24 car in the background there. We have Barnes after the chicane. Heavy hit apparently. If you look at his front wing damage here. So Barnes not going to be happy with that. Samen opkeuzen. Okay. After 2 laps, Dan is ahead, followed by Roel. He has trouble following Dan's pace as well. Burns at 2.3 seconds from Roel. And then followed by McKay, who is steadily fast as a Pro-Am driver there in 4th position. Then we have Lars also closing off the top 5, followed by Sid Hall. Very closely followed by Sid Hall. So let's see if Sid Hall can advance here a little bit, because he is leaving a gap to Gray, but Gray under pressure here from Ferry into the hairpin. Ferry is very close, and Richard is very happy to see these guys fight in front. Richard surprisingly also at the back there in P9, but closing in on Ferry and Gray for that P7 spot here. Battle for P7. But Richard is not alone. Oh, disconnect. And they were back. We're back. Oh my. This is quite unstable here. Crazy footage coming in. I hope the drivers are not having or feeling this experience. But like I said here, Richard Hall, Ferry and Gray battling for the P7 spot. Richard struggling there to follow the pace from Gray. Further down, Gregory is leading this pack of 3, followed by Old Sim within a second, and also Iris within a second. Chris, surprisingly, Chris Leich in 13th position with his Mustang. These front heavy cars are definitely not easy to drive here in Alton Park. Very bumpy track. He is getting hunted by Unsworth, very close by. Unsworth, an AM driver, going on the outside, and Chris leaving room because maybe Chris is driving with damage, or maybe Chris just knows that his pace is not as good as that of Iris. Oh, and Chris goes back again, now having heavy damage by a barrier contact, spinning, struggling Chris with his tires. We have again crazy lag here. This is not as I supposed to like to see the stream, guys. I apologize for the technical difficulties that we are experiencing. The thing I am seeing is just, it always flashes back to the pits. Seems to have a lot of lag. I do have loads of ping, 300 millisecond ping. I have no idea why. My apologies. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. There is not a lot I can do here. Let me try and quit the game and then maybe come back in. Maybe that will solve my lag issues. Even difficulty finding the servers. Ah, there we go, at least. No, servers found. It's crazy, guys. I just have no idea why this ping is here, and